Here we are for sale this absolutely stunning November 2023 on a 73 plate Ford Transit Custom Signature. This is the 280 model, meaning it's got a 2.8 ton gross vehicle weight. This one has got the 2-litre EcoBlue Euro 6 diesel engine producing 130 PS, which is roughly 130 brake horsepower. This is the L1 short wheelbase limited van with the 6-speed manual gearbox. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Ford Transit Custom Limited of this age. We'll also talk you through what makes this van a signature and of course what we've done to it during our preparation, getting it ready for sale. Starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd with rear barn doors. So barn doors are two doors which open in that sort of fashion. On a limited you get a number of elements which come color coded, so that includes door handles, bumpers, mirrors, bits of trim like this here above the rear number plate and also down the side of the van, all come color coded in the body color, which you can see here is this lovely metallic black. Few bits of spec also at the back of here that you get on a limited of this age, one being this rear view mirror camera, so you can see the sort of angle that is sitting at. It's sort of parallel to the ground, and that is there to mimic the view inside of what you would get from a rear view mirror. Having a look low down here then, we can also see that you've got rear parking sensors nicely integrated into the rear bumper. And in terms of condition here, as you can probably see, there's an absolute sort of mirror finish here to the bodywork, but generally speaking, very, very nice indeed. A couple of little sort of hairline little marks here, just sort of around the handle, but that's being quite critical really. But yeah, not much to fault in terms of bodywork there at the back of the van. As we open up the back then, we can pull on this little yellow arm and you can open that right out there to its full 180 degree position. Of course, you can do exactly the same with the other door as well, just giving you maximum accessibility then into the back of the van. And you can see in here then that the van is fully ply lined, and the ply lining is there of course to protect the van. So if you've got cargo moving around here in the back of the van, it's not going to cause a nasty outward dent in the side. You can also see here they've clearly thought about this with nice hard wearing plastic floor, plenty of tie down points in the back of the van as well, just making it of course very, very practical to use. And looking at the ply lining, so it's not brand new. We do fit a lot of brand new ply lining on our panel vans, but this was in such great condition when it came into us, it wasn't required. So it's not brand new, but you can see here it's in lovely order, all completely intact and ready for its next purpose. Looking at the headlining then, you can see there is these nice tie down points here at the top, which can be really, really handy. There's lots of little attachments that you can put in here, maybe to hang something if you want to. And you can also see a really nice LED strip lighting there at the front. And of course you've got the factory fitted bulkhead there, which gives you that separation from the cab and the load space. If we shut the doors then, we'll continue to go around the outside of the van. And while we're here, which brings us on to the first bit of styling and what makes this van a signature, and that is the rear spoiler there, which you can see is nicely fitted on top of the rear doors. Moving then around then to the passenger side, this is where we like to look in the reflections down the side of the van. You can just see all those reflections there, and you can see how nice and straight they are. So what we're looking for, say in this door panel here, if we're looking at the reflection of that door there, as we move along you can just see that it doesn't sort of ripple or anything like that, which shows us that the paint is clean. It probably hasn't had any filler work or anything like that. It's all very straight and clean, and as I say, to my eyes looks to be totally original here down the side of the van. Something else which has been added then, and that is the lovely 18-inch gloss black Caliber T-Sport alloy wheels. And these are brand new load rated alloys with brand new tyres all around, and I think they just set the van off very, very well, especially with the rest of the styling, which also includes a nice set of sidebars and a set of roof bars just there as well. Before we get into the cab, I can open up the side loading door for you here just to show you the really another aspect here of the load space. Again, having a look at the bulkhead, you've got that load through hatch, so you can pull that up, clip that into place and load there underneath the passenger seats. But yeah, fantastic condition from this side as well. If we open up the passenger door, then we can start to have a look here inside the cab. So having a look at the step, the door, the floor underneath these mats here, it's all in lovely condition. A couple of tiny little marks just here to the to the plastic of the glove box. Very common to see that, but there are a couple of little marks just there. And having a look at the seats, you can see the seats are in fantastic order here. Really, really clean and tidy, no rips, tears, cigarette burns, anything like that. You can flip these forward and that gives you some access to some extra storage under here. And I always mention in these videos, just looking how clean and tidy this is under here. It's as clean under there as you will find anywhere else on the van. That just goes to the testament to how far our guys go in terms of attention to detail and cleaning these vans. Nice little fold down work tray, a couple of cup holders there and somewhere to store your paperwork as well. And I'll come around to a bit more of the spec then we get around to the driver's side in just a second. But a gorgeous looking van in black. I think the styling just sets it off so well. And speaking of which, as we go around to the front here, this is where a big change is really on the signature model. So that is the Ford Trail front grille, which you can see here. So that big Ford badge in there, but this is a genuine Ford product, so really high quality item. You can just see actually here's a little Ford badge there, just in the sort of embossed in the plastic. So that's a really nice quality item. And then down below that, you've also got the front splitter there also as well, which just gives a much more aggressive look to the front of the van. But I think in black, I think that is just an absolutely stunning looking thing. Having a look at the headlights then, you get this lovely LED daytime running light there around the outside. So from a full front on look with that sort of more aggressive styling, those headlights, I think that's a really, really nice looking thing. But yeah, having a look at the bonnet then, there's a couple of little stone chips. You can see just neatly touched in there. You can almost just see my reflection really more than anything, but a couple of little stone chips here or there dotted around, which you're going to get on any used vehicle, of course. But certainly nothing of any concern, all absolutely consistent with its age and mileage. Speaking of which, with its age then, so this was registered November 2023, being on the 73 plate, and that gives it Ford manufacturer's warranty until November 2026. So really nice to have that extra peace of mind, of course, with that warranty. Finally then, looking down the driver's side of the vehicle this time, and again just looking in these reflections, and what I'm looking for here is really signs of any let's say previous repairs or ripples. The tiniest little pin dent I just picked up on there, it's about there. You probably can't even see that in the camera, but the smallest little pin dent, as I say, you can see this lovely mirror finish here. It's looking very, very smart indeed. Then if we open up the driver's door, then we can start to have a look inside here. So having a look at the condition of the driver's door card, the step, the floor, the driver's seat here. It's all very impressive, looking very nice indeed. You've got height adjustment here of the whole seat, and this is height adjustment of the front of the seat, or what's called thigh adjustment. 2 full remote flip keys, of course, come with the vehicle. Leather multifunctioning steering wheel, absolutely really no wear to the steering wheel. It's still got that lovely matte feeling to the leather, which is very nice. On the left-hand side then, you've got your cruise control settings, volume for the radio underneath that. On the right-hand side then, onboard computer controls, and you can answer and hang up the phone just there as well. Mileage, 15,126 miles. We do see this quite often, actually. Just in this, it's got this sort of a plastic fascia here in front. There's a little crack just in that plastic. As I say, it doesn't affect anything, doesn't affect your view, or doesn't take away from it, as I say, any functionality at all, but so we do see this little crack here sometimes. It must be where people store something there, and it causes that little crack. Up on top of the dashboard then, plenty of extra storage up here. You've got a 12-volt socket and also USB point just there. Auto-activated lights and auto-activated wipers, of course. Electric windows, electric folding mirrors. There's plenty of spec on these, completely from standard, of course. 6-speed manual gearbox, I mentioned, to go along that 130 PS diesel Euro 6 engine. Into the centre then, you've got air conditioning, heated seats, heated windscreen and heated door mirrors. All of that comes as standard. You've got the Sync 3 screen, which gives you DAB radio, but crucially also gives you Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And that is the rear view mirror camera, which I was talking about. It's a really nice clear display, and you have got some adjustability here with brightness and the direction, so you can sort of move it up and down a little bit. But if you don't want to see it, you can flick that little sort of toggle under there, very much like you would on a normal rear view mirror for your sort of anti-glare, which I think is really clever, just to turn that on and off. You've got your driver's armrest, of course, so you can set that to your desired height with a ratchet, and this has got a nice optional extra of having the 230-volt power converter just neatly nestled under there. If I can get my hand under there, you may be able to see from that little gap. That is a 3-pin socket with 230-volt power. And then finally, you've got the little cup holder just there as well. But just to summarise then, this is a November 2023 on a 73 plate Ford Transit Custom Signature. It's called a Signature because it's gotten through this full styling package, which includes the Ford Trail front grille, the front splitter, 18-inch caliber T-Sport alloy wheels, sidebars, roof bars, and the rear spoiler, of course, and absolutely our rigorous preparation to get it looking like this. We have put this right through our van specialist workshop, which is Bridgend Van Care. They have conducted a full service on the vehicle. So a full service with us means all the filters. So that includes the fuel filter, air filter, pollen filter, and of course the oil filter while they're doing the oil change. A full multi-point health checks. They've gone through it with a fine-tooth comb and really had a look at all the mechanical elements, and it has got a clean bill of health, so it's absolutely ready to drive away straight away. It drives faultlessly. I've driven this van myself. Also, but it's a 280 model, so 2.8 tons gross vehicle weight. You've got the manufacturer's warranty until November 2026. 130 PS, short wheelbase, 6-speed manual gearbox, limited specification as standard, plus it's got that 230 volt power converter. It's got an LED load light in the back as well. Beautiful condition, as you've seen. Very, very attractive proposition indeed. If you haven't seen it already, I'd urge you to head over to our website there, bridgendvans.co.uk, and that's where you'll find the full advert for this vehicle, which includes the price, the photography, and the description, and of course all of the others that we've currently got advertised as well. There's constantly vehicles in and out of here every day, so by all means keep an eye on that website, because this stock is ever changing. Anyone that's familiar with us will of course know that. You can by all means inquire with a part exchange. We can take cars or vans in part exchange. We can arrange finance at very competitive rates, whether that be for limited companies or for private individuals, and we can of course deliver our vans nationwide as well. So if you're not local to us in South Wales, that's not to worry. We can sort everything out by sort of over the phone or email or WhatsApp, and we can get this van delivered straight to your door wherever you are in the country. Thank you very much for watching.